All right, we should begin. For today's class, make sure that you have a blanket nearby to pad the knee, especially if you have sensitive knees, and optional blocks or something similar. But I'll provide variations if you don't have any. And once you get those things you need, start sitting into Sukhasana, crossing leg, sitting with your left shin to the front. You can prop yourself on top of the blanket or a couch pillow. Can also be blocks. Once you arrive there, bring the hands on the top of the knees, palms facing down. And cast your gaze down onto the ground, find a justice spot to focus on. Perhaps let eyelids getting heavy and slowly close eyes if it's accessible to you. And start noticing that air coming in through each inhale, making that spaciousness in the heart space. It might not be so noticeable if your mind's still busy with everything else. So see if today you can practice putting those things away temporarily. Just like when you're walking into a room and putting the stuff on the shelf, knowing that it will be there after the practice. And use the sound of the inhale as a guideline to measure it a little bit today. Especially if you notice yourself that tend to rush into next cycle of breathing. Observe the spaciousness being made with the rise of your chest, your rib cage. Stay here for a couple more long breathing. And by not rushing into any posture in this moment, that we are passively making spaciousness in the heart space. And if you like to create a deeper connection with that spaciousness, you can bring your right hand on top of your heart as well, just gently, not pressing it down, not restricting it. Finish 2 more rounds. And after that, bring your right hand into a fist and release the big thumb and the ring finger and the pinky finger into Vishnu Mudra. You can stay where we did, just the natural breathing. You can also press the big thumb onto your right nostril We'll practice alternate nostril breathing today. Gently press close the right nostril using the big thumb. Inhale through the left. And close the left nostril with the ring finger briefly. And release the right big thumb and let it out through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril, close it. Now exhale, let it out through the left nostril. That's one round. Inhale through the left nostril. Close the left and let it out through the right. Inhale through the right. Now exhale, let it out through the left. One more round together. Inhale through the left. Now exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Now exhale to the left. Continue on your own. Each round starting from the left nostril, go out to the right, then come in from the right and let it out to the left. If for whatever reason that your right hand does not feel comfortable hanging up there, you can release your right hand. Just imagine that you're breathing through one nostril and another. And after the next round, we'll introduce a little bit more active pause after each inhale to actively bring more spaciousness into our heart. If pause between each breath cause anxiety, or maybe you are expecting a life coming, or you have abdominal pain, or all sorts of other reasons, skip it. Stay in alternate nostril breathing. Otherwise, every time breathe into the left nostril, hold both nostrils. Maybe give it a count of 2 or 4 or 6, depends on your capacity. Next, exhale, let it out to the right. Inhale to the right and close both. Pause there for a moment. Whenever you're ready, exhale out through the left. Inhale to the left. Close both. Exhale, let it out to the right. Inhale to the right. Close both. And exhale, let it out to the left. Continue on your own. And during each pause, notice the expansion of the ribcage in the chest. See if you can let that expansion be a little bit less restrictive. And now after a couple more rounds, if you start getting hang of holding that space after each inhale. And take your time to finish one last round. And start gradually coming back to your natural breathing. And if it resonates with you, gather your hands in front of the heart. And bow your head slightly toward the heart and slowly blink open your eyes. If your legs kind of fall into sleep, you can extend the legs long and just to shake the legs against the ground. And once you're ready, come into Sukhasana again. This time switch legs, maybe the right leg, right shin to the front. And inhale, extend the arms up by the ears and feeling the side body is being stretched up toward the sky while pushing your sit bones into the ground. And clasp your hands with your left pinky outside and open the elbows to the side. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and help puff the chest up toward the sky. And exhale, close your elbows toward the pelvis. Inhale, open the chest, open the elbows toward the sky. Exhale, hugging the elbows in. Inhale, puff the chest up. Exhale, close elbows in. Slow with control. Be honest with the pace of your breathing. Let more space being made in your chest and your upper back in each cycle. And next time when your chest puffing up again, extend the arms up again. And the exhale this time, draw the elbows into cactus shape and squeeze the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, slowly draw the elbows down, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, draw them down. 2 more rounds. Press the shoulders toward the back. And this time, bring the hands behind you and clasp the hands with the right pinky outside. This time, and reach the clasp of the hands toward the ground. And draw your shoulders away from the ears. Press the chest toward the sky. Release both hands. You can do some shoulder rolls here. And come down to table pose. Wrist right underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hip joints. Move through some counting cat. Invite even more space into your chest. You can also walk the hands to the front and start melt the chest down into puppy pose. Not sure why it's called puppy pose since my cat does this every day. I guess we already have a pose named as cat pose. Press into the palms, lift the Tailbones up if you're in puppy pose. You can also add any other movements to wake up your side bodies. Once you're ready to come back into table pose, walk your hands slightly forward and shift your shoulders above your wrist in a knee high plank. You can stay here if you feel really has a lot of energy to burn today, but I do encourage to give yourself as much as support today since we're still practicing passively giving spaciousness. Bend to elbows, hugging elbows in, start slowly, lower down to your belly. Press the top of the feet down in cactus arms. Press the palms down. Inhale, lift the chest up, perhaps bring the elbows with you. And exhale, release down. Inhale, lift the chest up one more time. This time, see if you can flow the top of the feet up as well. But reaching the toes toward the back of the space, you're not compressing your low back. Reaching your shoulders. And exhale, release everything down. Bring the hands by the chest and press to the table. Lift the tailbones up into downward facing dog. If this is your first down dog of today, make sure that you give yourself a moment here to bring flexibility into the back of the legs by bending into one leg and another. You can also rock forward into a high plank and back to downward facing dog. And if a down dog is not for you, you can always come down back to table pose or child pose. Make sure that if you're in down dog, make sure that you're getting comfortable here so you can remember this. Using it a beacon light in the coming practice to coming back to here. Press into the palms evenly. And push the chest toward the thigh bones. Let the energy flow through the palms toward the tailbones, up toward the sky. And rock forward into high plank. Release the knees down into table. Step your left leg toward the back. Press the back of the left knee toward the sky. You can rock back and forth a little bit here. And draw your left heel towards the sit bone. Press the left heel toward the sky. You can stay here. If you have a block nearby, option to bring a block onto your sacrum so you're honest with hugging both thigh bones toward the center so you're not opening your left hip. And if you want to step away further, you can also bring that block on the bottom of your left foot. Press the left heel toward the sky. Keep hugging the left knee toward the midline. Option to stay here. We'll start pulsing that left heel toward the sky 10 times. Be really small movements. If you have a block on the bottom of your left foot, it might fall down. It's all right. Make sure that you're still holding that spaciousness in your heart space. Next time when you're up, holding there for a couple more long breaths. Carefully remove the block. If you have it, put to the side. And tuck your right toes and extend your left leg up. Push your tailbones up into a down dog split. Pull your left heel into your left sit bone one more time and draw your left knee into the chest. Step your left foot down between the hands. Find the blocks if you have them. Adjust the height of the blocks. So it's a height that you're getting enough support, but also not shrugging your shoulders towards your ears. Pull your chest forward into low lunge. Adjust your knees, especially the back knees. Next, pin your left hip toward the back, straighten your left leg. Pull your left toes towards you. Inhale, pull the chest forward. And exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Keep pushing both thigh bones toward the midline. Inhale. And exhale, pin your left hip back. One more time. This time, folding your chest toward the left leg. You can start walk the right block underneath your right shoulder. Left hand on your left hip. And start rotate your chest toward the left side. Make sure you press into the right palm so you're not shrugging your right shoulder towards you. If you got the stability, option to float your left palm up. Press down into the ground to the left heel. And exhale, release your left hand down, bending the left leg, come into low lunge again. Inhale, lift the back knee up. Exhale, stand on your left leg. Draw your right heel into your right sit bone. And press the right heel toward the sky. Hugging your right knee toward the midline, just as we did with the other side. And exhale, lower down your right foot slowly. And fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Come into a high squatting. Your elbows on top of your thighs. You can stay here with your natural breathing. Move into Uddiyana Bandha today. If you're expecting a life where you have abdominal pain, skip it. Just stay in natural breathing. And to start, take a deep breath in. And exhale, let everything out. Hold on empty. Pull your chest forward and pull your navel toward the spine. Whenever you're ready, start slowly breathing. And then exhale, fold over the legs. Rise all the way up. And exhale, hand to heart center, by the side. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold over the legs. Step left and right into a high plank. Knees up or down. Bend to the elbows, hugging elbows toward the center, and slowly release to your belly. Cactus arms. Press into the top of the feet. Inhale, lift the chest up with the elbows, perhaps the top of the feet as well. And exhale, this time perhaps bring the arms toward the back. Your big thumbs facing outside. Everything just as same as in last round, Shalabhasana. And release your chest down, release your feet down, hands by the chest, and push to the table, and come into downward facing dog. We've been here before, but still make sure that you give yourself a brief moment here for pause. Especially if you tend to be a person that hustles around or rushing to the next pose. We'll have active practice today, but before that, let's practice passively making space first. Whenever you're ready, rock forward into a high plank. Lower the knees down. Step your right foot back. You can add some rock back and forth. If you like to use this block again, make sure that it's one nearby you. And draw the right heel toward the right sit bone. And press the right heel toward the sky. Same as the other side, you can bring a block on your sacrum to keep yourself honest with hugging the right knee in. You can also bring that block on top of the bottom of the right foot. And press the right foot toward the sky. You can stay here. You can also add some pulses here. Each pulse will be a really small movement and requires you paying attention, hugging the right knee in. Next time when you're pulsing your right foot up, perhaps stay there for a couple more long breaths. And whenever you're ready, release the block from you. Extend your right leg back, tuck your left toes, and press your right leg up into down dog split. Pull your right heel into right sit bone again, and draw your right knee into the chest. Step the right foot by the right hand. Release your left knee down. Find the blocks. If you like me, drop one of the block. Pull the chest forward. Now exhale, pin your right hip back into Ardha Hanumanasana. Pull your right toes towards you, flex your right foot, press the right heel into the ground, press the back of right knee towards the ground. Inhale, pull the chest forward, low lunge. Now exhale, push your right hip back, hugging both thigh bones toward the midline. Inhale, chest forward. Now exhale, pin your right hip back. One more time. And this time, walk the block on the left side underneath your left shoulder. You can adjust the height of it. Press your left palm into the block. Bring the right hand on the right hip to make sure that it's not opening when you're twisting to the right side. Option to raise up your right arm toward the sky. Continue press into the ground through the right heel and pull the right toes towards you. One more big inhale, reaching high through those right fingertips. And exhale, release your right hand down, pull your chest forward, bend into the right leg again. Tuck your left toes, lift up your back knee. Inhale. And exhale, stand onto the right leg, pull your left heel toward the left sit bone. and press the left heel toward the sky. Keep hugging the left knee in. Next, I'll release the left foot and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen spine, flat back. Exhale, fold over the legs. Rise up into a high squatting. Rest your elbows on top of the thighs. You can stay here with your natural breathing. And if you like to try Uddiyana Bandha again, you're lifting that navel towards your rib cage. Take a deep breath in together. And exhale, let everything out. And pull the chest forward. Pull the navel toward the spine and all the way up toward the rib cage. Take a breath in whenever you're ready. Exhale, fold over the legs. All the way up. And exhale, hand to heart center, either side. Give yourself a moment in this Tadasana. You can play around by trying to shift the weight into the corners of the feet. And we'll float through some rounds of Surya Namaskar B today. If you have other kinds of salute in your practice, please go forward. Otherwise, we'll flow to Sun Salute B and sit into chair, Uttanasana. Arms by the ears. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step your left foot and right foot back in a high plank. Knees up or down and release down toward the ground. Option to pull into upward facing dog. And inhale. And exhale, push your tailbone up into downward facing dog. You can release that vinyasa with anything else that you like, you're more comfortable with, especially if it opens your shoulder space as well. And step your left foot to your left hand. Spin down your right heel. Reaching forward to the crown of the head. Bring arms by the ears. And come all the way up into Warrior One. Bend in the left leg. Press down into the right heel. The pinky to the right foot. Exhale, release your both hands down. Step your left foot back. Move to Vinyasa for your option. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Step your right foot to the right hand, spin down your left heel. Bring the arms up by the ears, come all the way up into Warrior One. Let the side body grow in the Warrior One. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot back. Move through the Vinyasa. And push the tailbones up into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. 3 to 5 rounds of breath here. You can come down to child pose or table pose to spend this 3 to 5 rounds of breath. Whatever pose that allows you to hold that spaciousness in your chest. Can be a passive pose, can be an active pose. Everybody's different. And once you're ready, at the bottom of the next exhale, step by step, a half forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, sit into chair with Uttanasana. And exhale, come all the way up, hand to your heart center. We'll float one more round together, sit into chair. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, step right and left into a high plank. Move the vinyasa of your option. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Step your left foot to the right, left hand. Spin down your right heel. Come all the way up into warrior one. Bend into the left leg, press in the right foot. Both hands down, step into high plank. Move to vinyasa of your option. Tailbones up, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Step right foot to the right hand. Spin down your left heel. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Step your right foot back. We'll meet in downward facing dog, 3 to 5 rounds of breath here, or other postures of your choice that allows you to hold the spaciousness in your chest. On the bottom of the next exhale, step by step, hop forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, sit into chair. Exhale, come all the way up. For one more round on your own, so you can cultivate that kind of ownership of your practice. It can stay with Sun Salute B. You can also change to other kind of salute. But whatever kind of salute you decide to go with, make sure that you keep that 3 to 5 rounds of breath. Pause to practice that passively making space. Bottom, next exhale, step by step, a hop forward. If still flowing, take your time. We'll all meet at the front of the mat. And once you arrive to the front of the mat, take half salute or step by step to the back into downward facing dog. On downward facing dog, release your knees down. Sit on your heels into Virasana, hero pose. Come up standing on your shin. Get your hands in front of your heart.
Reaching tall through the crown of the head and pressing down at the ground through the shins. Take a deep inhale. Next, lean your torso toward the back. Still straight line from the crown of the head to your knees. And exhale, come forward. Inhale in toward the back. Exhale, forward. Couple more rounds on your own. Some people work better with inhale back and exhale forward. Some people is the other way around. But either way, use your core to guide you, going back and forth. Especially when you're back, imagine there's a string that lifts you up to your core. Next time when you forward, shift weight into the right shin, draw your left knee up, and step left foot forward into a low lunge. And if you have a blanket nearby, this is the moment to use it. Pat it underneath your right knee. And bring the blocks to rest your hand on top again. You can also bring the hand on top of knees if you don't have a block. And imagine there's a tennis ball behind your right knee. So draw your right knee, right heel toward the right sit bone. And squeeze that imaginary tennis ball. And exhale, release it. Slow with control. Inhale, draw the right knee in. Exhale, release the right foot. Couple more times. If you don't have a blanket or couch pillow, you can also halfly fold the mat in underneath that back knee. Next time, when you slowly release the right foot, bring the right hand down, can be on the ground, can be on the block, lowest height. Extend the left arm up, twist into the left side. Press into the right palm and lift up through the left hand. And bring the right elbow on top of your left thigh. You can use that right hand, gently push open that left shoulder. Option to stay here, option to lift up your back knee. You can keep your right hand where it is. You can also press your palms into each other and use that resistance that between the palms to push your shoulders open. Take a deep breath in, reaching forward to the crown of the head and press the right heel back. Now exhale, rotate your ribcage toward the left side. Bring both hands down. Find the block to pat them. Step your right foot slightly in. Bring the right heel down. Inhale, lengthen forward through the spine. Exhale, fold of the left leg, pyramid pose. Hugging both thigh bones toward the midline. Pull your left hip toward the back and your right hip forward so they're in the same line. Bend in the left leg, step your left foot back, left hand down, both heels toward the left side, right arm up, side plank. Cross the right hip up, bring the right hand down, heels toward the right side, and left hand up. Left hand down, high plank. Release the knees down and sit back into Virasana hero pose. This time sit up. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, draw the elbows down just as we did when we're sitting. And keep it as it is. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, maintain everything, including the space in your heart. And lean your torso toward the back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lean your torso toward the back. And just as the other round, you can adjust your breathing with going back and forth. Next time when you're up, gather the hands in front of the heart. Shift weight into your left shin. Start lift your right shin above the ground. And slowly step your right foot forward. Find a blanket. And pat it underneath your left knee. Pull the chest forward and adjust your back knee so your pelvis are forward and down. You can rest the hands on the blocks, you can also rest the hands on top of right thigh. Low lunge. Wherever you are, consciously push your pelvis towards the ground and forward. Once you're ready, imagine there's a tennis ball behind your left knee and squeeze your left heel toward the left sit bone. And release your left foot down gently. And squeeze your left heel in. And release it down. And continue some rounds on your own. Once your left shin is back down, release your left hand down to the ground. Raise up your right arm, twist into the right side. Bring the left elbow on top of the right thigh and use the left hand to push open your right shoulder. Option to lift up your back knee. You can also gather your hands and press your palms into each other to help you open your shoulders and rotate through the rib cage. Hugging both hips towards the midline. And release hands down, step your left foot slightly in. Inhale, lengthen forward. And exhale, fold over the right leg. Pyramid pose.
Step your left foot slightly in if that wasn't, since I missed it. That usually helps with folding forward in a pyramid pose. Hugging both thigh bones towards the midline. And step your left foot back, bend into right foot, step your right foot back, press your right palms down, left arm up, side plank. And left palm down, heels toward the left side, right arm up. And then the right hand down. Bring the knees down, sit back into Virasana. Give yourself a moment. Come back to that passively making space point. Once you're ready to come out, stand on your shins again. And reach arms up. Exhale, release your torso toward the back. Inhale forward. Exhale, lean toward the back. Continue on your own. Next time when you're up, gather hands in front of the heart, shift weight into the right shin, and step your left foot forward. Find the blanket or something else padding underneath your right knee. Hands can be on the blocks or can be on top of the left thigh. Adjust in this slow lunge. You can do the pulsing the heel in again. You can also pull the right heel in and reach back with your right hand, grab the right ankle. Option to stay here. Option to reach back with the other hand as well. And pull the right heel even closer toward the right hip. Keep hugging both knees toward the midline. And hugging your elbows towards each other. So slowly release it. And right hand down, left hand up. Twist into the left side and press the back knee up. Right elbow on top of your left thigh and press your palms together. Make space in the shoulders. Option to stay here, option to open the arms. You can come back, bring the right knee down into pyramid pose. You can also find a block, bring it outside of the left foot, and straighten your left leg, step your right foot into a revolved triangle pose. Release from revolved triangle. And step your left foot back. Press into your right palm. Left hand up. Side plank. And left hand down. Right hand up. Release both hands down. Bring the knees down.
and sit to the back. Last round. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, lean toward the back. And in the meantime, draw the shoulder blades together, draw the elbows down. Inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, lean toward the back. Flow with your breathing pace. Next time when you're up, gather hands in front of the heart, shift weight into the left shin, and step the right foot forward. Bring the padding underneath your left knee, and pull the chest forward into low lunge. You can do the pulsing with the left heel again. You can also bring the left heel close to your left sit bone and reach back with the left hand and grab the left ankle. Hugging both thigh bones toward the midline. And if you like, you can also reach back with the right hand. Continue to sink the pelvis down to the ground and forward. Whenever you're ready to come out, slowly release that left foot. Left hand down, right hand up, twisting to the right side. Lift your back knee up. Bring the left elbow on top of your right thigh. Press the palms together. Revolve through the rib cage, reaching forward to the crown of the head. And press back to the left heel. Press the back of left knee up towards the sky. You can release your left knee down and step your left foot into a pyramid pose. Then walk your left hand to the right side and reach up your right arm up into a revolve triangle. You can also, from this twisting lunge, open the arms and step your left foot slightly in. Straighten your right leg. Release both hands down. Step your right foot back. Heels to the left side. Right hand up. Option to lift up your right leg. Side plank. Right hand down. Heels to the right. Left hand up. Both hands down. Release your knees down and sit back into Virasana. Bring the hands to the back. Puff the chest up. Option to stay here. Option to press the hips up as well. Release the hips down. Bring the hands to the front. Walk the hands slightly forward and lower all the way down to your belly. So a couple options here. If you have abdominal pain or you're expecting life coming, flip around onto your back and lift your hips up into bridge pose. And if you feel like you're kind of fatigued at this point, you can slide a block underneath your sacrum for supported bridge pose. Otherwise, when you're down on your belly, cactus arms, lift the chest up, lift the elbows up and the feet. And bring the elbows, the hands toward the back into Shalabhasana. Pull the heels towards the hands, and perhaps eventually grab the ankles and lift the heels up toward the sky, lift the chest up. Keep hugging both knees toward the center. One more deep breath in. Next, exhale, release down. Release your right cheek down. And windshield wiper your legs side to side. We'll do it one more round. And you can continue bow pose Dhanurasana. You can also try Urdhva Dhanurasana wheel pose today. So if you decide to stay with bow pose, go ahead. If you decide to try wheel pose today, bring the heels close your hips. And bring the hands behind your shoulders. Point your fingers towards your shoulders. Point your elbows towards the sky. And lift your tailbones up first, kind of like bridge pose first. And then press into the palms, come up onto the crown of the head. You can stay here. Keep hugging both elbows in. You can also press into the palms, press your chest up and forward. When you arrive in wheel pose, continue to press your chest towards the front, which means you might have to walk your feet slightly in as well. Remember that spaciousness in your chest. You're holding it as well in this pose. And to come out of the pose, tuck the chin towards your chest first and lower down to the crown of the head and lower hips down. Wherever you are, come lie down on your back and hugging the knees in. Rock side to side. And draw some circles on your back. And keep hugging your left knee in, extend your right leg up and lower your right foot slowly toward the ground, but still floating. Enjoy your right knee in, kick your left foot up and down. Enjoy the left leg in, right leg up, and slowly release it down toward the ground. Enjoy the right knee in. Continue switch in between. We're using this core work to bring our spine and back to center. When I say center, it doesn't mean it's straight, because our spine is naturally not straight. And also release the hands if you feel like your knees is enough to bring yourself in. You can also lift your shoulder blades away from the ground. Let's do 5 more rounds on each side. And last time, right knee in. Bring the right knee to the left side. Extend your right arm out. Supine twist. Press your right shoulder into the ground. You can use a block to catch your right knee. Rest your left hand on top of right knee. I'm reaching far through the right hand to the right side. And start slowly letting the effort sinking in, coming back to that, passively making space here. Let the right side body grow by dropping the right knee towards the ground. You don't have to do anything, but the gravity is doing it for you. It's making space for you. And bring both knees back to center. Now left knee in, extend the right leg. And release the right knee to the right side, left knee to the right side. Extend the left arm out. And same as the other side, press the left shoulder down into the ground. And let the gravity be helping to make space in your left side body. Breathe into the left shoulder and sending it all the way to the left fingertips. Bring both knees back to center, hugging the knees into the chest one last time. Grab the pinky edge of the feet with your hands and draw the knees into your armpits and press your tailbones into the ground. Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. You can even add some rock side to side in this happy baby pose. And if your body is craving for some hamstring stretch, you can also extend one leg straight and another. Or simply staying in this peaceful happy baby pose. And once you're ready, pull out your limbs. Let the backside of you sink into the mat. Release the shoulders. Release the back of the hands. Shavasana.
Whenever you're ready to come out, bring your toes to fingertips. And carefully draw your one leg another into the chest, roll into one side. And take your time to transition yourself into a comfortable seat. Because we're always hustling around and going for more and more in our daily lives, so we've been practicing mostly passively making space for ourselves, letting things go, putting thoughts away. But we also practice the actively making space today, but mainly for others. For those who is not as privileged as us, we need to actively making space for them. And through our practice, we constantly looking for a balancing point in between. But either way, we create that kind of spaciousness in our heart space. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let everything out. Get the hands in front of the heart. Bow your head towards the heart. Whenever you're ready, slowly blink open your eyes. Thanks for coming.